Another bright morning today, guys. What's going on? Up in the car right now with my two little ones. Well, two of them right there. Say hi, Landon. Say hey, Nikki. I got another one at school. I have a 5th grader. But right now, it's just me and these two. And I'm headed over to my grandmother's house. I haven't seen her in about almost a week and a half, almost 2. She lives by herself. She's 80 years old, and I usually go check on her like about once a week. You know, Fridays, generally I don't have any clients. It's a day off for me. So I ride with these two, and I go chill with her for a little bit. What I'm about to do first is I'm about to stop and get some breakfast. And you know, most of the time I'll ask her, hey, do you want something to eat? And she'll say no, but whatever. Who doesn't want something to eat? Yes, we are at McDonald's. I don't typically eat here, but just gonna get some pancakes for the kids and some coffee for me, and I think like an egg McMuffin or something for my grandmother. What'd you say, baby?
I want to eat at Grandma's house.
Yeah, we're gonna eat at grandma's house. All right, thanks. I never really understood the whole purpose behind double lines. Sometimes you get confused as to if you're supposed to be in front of somebody or behind somebody. Hey, people are already getting pulled over in the morning. It's too early to be getting pulled over. Well, back in June, I got pulled over and it was around 9 a.m. So, hey, they out on the prowl. Y'all better put those seatbelts on and don't speed and make sure you ain't got nothing illegal in the car, because they doing the thing. Kids get the most attention, I tell you, man. A girl at the window gave me the food and she's like, oh, you're so cute. Well, they are some cute kids, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna try to make an attempt to do this. I've been so bad at vlogging, man. Most of the time I just want to get in front of the camera and just talk, and then that's it, and leave it at that. But you know, this is YouTube. This is a free platform for everybody to broadcast themselves and make something out of themselves. And you know, by me being, like I said, a believer in Christ, natural bodybuilder, it's a chance for me to tell the world who I am and to show the world, you know, a glimpse into my world. So I don't have a lot of plans today, but we'll see what I can do to try to keep this interesting. Day in the life. Let's go to get some out the car. Let's see what's up with Grandma. Come on out. Get up them stairs. Oh, don't fall. Ring the doorbell. You can't reach the doorbell, can you? Let me help you. Come here. All right. Hey, Grandma. Go ahead. Inside. I'll bring you food in. We're up in there eating. I only got some coffee. I'm probably going to eat in about another 2 hours or something like that. I don't typically like to eat too early in the morning. I kind of like to push breakfast a little further. Anywhere between, let's say, 10 and 11 is when I like to have my first meal. You can call it an intermittent fast and call it whatever you want. I'm just not really hungry early in the morning, and it kind of gives me the opportunity to save some calories for later. Quick physique update. Sitting at about 198 right now. That's about almost 2 weeks post-show. I got down to about 188 for the show. So that's about approximately a little under 10 pounds. I've seen a lot worse, man. I've seen people gain about 15 to 20 pounds in a week. So I think that's irresponsible. I think that's just a sign of not having any control over your diet and having way too many restrictions in your diet too. Pretty happy where I'm at, to be honest, man. A lot of people, they feel like after the show they need to stay shredded and, you know, look super lean. I feel like personally to me, I feel like I look pretty good, above average. And my plan is to maintain this look up until basically the beginning of next year, because I'm not getting back on stage until April. There's no need to rush. And I've already stated in, I think a previous video that there's no need to put on a whole bunch of weight. You don't have to gain a whole bunch of weight in the off season. It just makes things a lot harder for you when it comes to dieting, coming back down. Like, I would much rather get up to about no heavier than 200 pounds. I'm about 2 pounds shy of that, opposed to getting up to 230 and then taking another 6-7 months just to come down and cut. So make it easy on yourself and be realistic when it comes to these gains, because you don't gain as much muscle as you think. I've been training for about 15 years and probably about as big as I'm going to get naturally. Let me get up in this car. I'm going to Walmart, pick up a couple of things and get breakfast started. Guess I'll show you guys what I'm going to eat. It's not supposed to be a day of eating video, but more so of just showing you guys what I do, one step at a time. Parking way in the back, as you can see, these paint or whatever on my car from inconsiderate people who feel the need to bump the car. See, I'm way in the back here at Walmart because I don't care about walking. Walking is nothing. Hey, I'm an active guy. I'm not lazy. I don't need the first spot next to the door. And the probability of somebody hitting your car when you park in the back is very low, because most Americans are lazy. Don't take offense, but it's just the truth. Typical Walmart, no different from yours. Basket full of stuff. Got some stuff my grandmother wanted me to get for her. Candy, I guess, for Halloween. I don't know why she would want candy. They got the Pam for me, of course. Nobody uses Pam but bodybuilders. Everybody else, heck, everybody else, I'm sure y'all what everybody else uses. Everybody else uses all this stuff right here. All this oil and vegetable oil and all that mess. I don't do that. Useless calories, man. Useless calories. You want to keep it simple with the Pam. Nothing up in there. Whole bunch of egg whites, cereal, water. Typical stuff, man. Typical stuff. Heck, there's a lot more stuff in there now, man. It's just growing. And like, if you're gonna go to the store one day for the whole week, or at least I try. I'm glad that's over with. Yes, sir. Now you see it. All right, back at home. I'm in one of the bedrooms of my grandmother's house and got my breakfast down pat. Now it's time to eat. Got that coffee that I bought, some grits. That's about 3 packs of butter grits, egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 2 pieces of chicken sausage, and this is my multivitamin, the animal pack, orange flavor. Tastes like crap, but hey, I'm trying something different. I'm trying to get these multis in, and this first meal is about to go down. Sometimes I typically have conversations with people about various subjects, and here on YouTube, everybody kind of has a little bit of an ego. Well, having an ego is not bad, but too much of an ego can come off as egotistical and arrogant, pretty much. And if it's one comment I've gotten a lot over the past year or so, it's, remain humble. People always say that, remain humble. I'm sure you've heard that before. I'm sure somebody has told you that at some point in your life, that you need to stay humble, especially when you're on the way up. Always remain humble. My thing is, do people really understand what that means? Okay, I'm going to read some scripture to you guys because I got my Bible in front of me here. And it's out of the book of Matthew 24, verse 12. And it says, "And whosoever shall exalt himself will be humbled. But he who humbles himself, the Lord shall exalt." Okay. Basically, this is saying, if you are on that high horse and you thrive off of attention and you thrive off of pride and you just got your nose stuck in the air, there's gonna come a point in time where God knocks you off that high horse, and there's nothing worse than God humbling you, because you just never know how far that's going to go. This is also telling us, if we remain humble and we remain good stewards and remain students, and just, despite our accomplishments and despite what we may have, overcome, we remain humble and we don't consider ourselves to be over anybody, God honors that, and He will definitely reward you and raise you up in your time of need. Okay, one of the seven deadliest sins is pride, and a lot of people don't understand that. You know, so growing up, as an adult now, I understand what it means to be humble, and I understand what it means to be prideful. Nobody likes to be around anybody that's full of pride and egotistical, okay? Nobody likes that. But you always see people who grow a specific attachment to somebody who is humble. We all can relate to somebody that's humble because, despite their accomplishments, again, they don't feel like they're over you, and they don't show their accomplishments. They don't show them off to make you feel inferior or to make you feel like, oh, I'm crappy. You know, it's some people who are there are people who are rich who don't act rich, if that makes any sense. Like, they don't mind going places where common people go. They don't mind, mingling with regular folk, and they just don't see their money as a reason to be all high and mighty. But then you have those rich people who are extremely preppy, and they won't even breathe the same air as people like you and me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So at the end of the day, guys, try your best to remain humble, because in the end it's going to pay off. Like I said, God honors the humble, and don't ever think that your hard work's not going to pay off, because it always pays off in the end, and He rewards these people, you and me, who seek Him diligently. Are you ready to take a nap? You want to take a nap? Well, you got to start by going in the living room, right? What about you? Are you ready to take a nap? Yeah? You want to sleep with the teddy bear? You can sleep wherever you want. I just want a moment to myself, I bought this book the other day, Ice Forged by Gail Z. Martin. I don't know if any of you guys out there are into books. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm some librarian, and I just typically read multiple books per week, because I don't. But every now and then I'll find a book that catches my eye, and I found this the other day. It's very good. It's about a noble. Let me explain. First of all, I'm very, very big into medieval, like the medieval thing. Like we when we went to Atlanta, we went to see the medieval times, kings and princes and heirs and stuff like that. I'm real, real big into that. And this book is basically about this prince who killed his father. I'm talking, baby. Let me talk. This prince who killed his father because his father was a lord, lowercase L, of course. Who pretty much abused his power, and he did things to women in the castle and the kingdom, and the king and the higher uppers kind of looked the other way and kind of just didn't really pay it any mind. And this guy, I guess this is the prince, he lost it and he killed his father. So they pretty much put him on trial, and they sent him to this place called, what is it? Was it Valiant Mountain, which is supposed to be a place where people go, who are goners pretty much. And I guess the whole story is about him surviving. I think this is like a 4-part book. So far it's so good. I like it, and it's going to be replacing a lot of the time in which I utilize on, my phone or the internet, Instagram, stuff like that. Kind of taking a break from all of that and replacing it with time reading. You got to be able to train the mind, and it's real good to just spend some time reading other than, scrolling on your phone all day. Utilize that imagination. We have an imagination that goes to waste these days, and it's a lot of kids that don't even read anymore. trying to encourage my oldest son to read more. So I decided that, hey, I will buy a book too, just to show him that, hey, daddy reads, and I'm not just gonna ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do. Okay, but if you don't read, you know, try it. You know, go to the bookstore and see what catches your eyes, and see if you can find something that may spark your interest, because I believe there's a book for everybody. Okay, we up in this thing. Shut the door. Headed to the gym, man. It's about that time. I'm gonna do I'm doing a whole other split right now, actually. Upper body, chest, back, shoulders, triceps, all that stuff. Anything that's, you know, above the torso is basically what I'm going to do today. I'm sipping on pre-workout. That's a regular cup. Wife's gonna kill me. My shaker is, I don't know. I think it may be in a dishwasher, maybe. I'm not sure. Current pre-workouts, when I'm taking my Vapor X5 by Muscle Tech. I do not like Muscle Tech products because, well, actually the last time I had Muscle Tech product was like 5-6 years ago. And that was the creatine, and that stuff is just full of sugar and nothing else. But besides that, I like this stuff right here. The guy at Vitamin Shop recommended it to me. I was a little skeptical because it's Muscle Tech, and the main reason that really made me purchase it really was because there was no proprietary blends in it. And if you don't know what that is, you know, you need to do a little research. Typically most pre-workouts are underdosed. They don't really have everything that they say that they have in the products. You know, a lot of them may say you may get 5 grams of citramine malate, and you may really get about 2.5 grams. They may say you'll get 300 milligrams of caffeine, and you might actually get about 160. You know, stuff like that. That's why it's pretty good to make your own pre-workout. I have a video on my channel that I made about a year ago to show you how to make your own pre-workout. And around that time, I actually said I wasn't going to buy any more pre-workout, but I purchased this while I was on prep, and I just felt like I needed it, man. My calories were low, energy was low. And I'm not going to even sit up here and say that this stuff is a miracle worker. If your calories are low and you're lacking sleep, there's very little you can put in your body that can boost your energy. I mean, you can take it if you want, but I'm only taking it because I bought it. And when it's gone, I'm probably not going to buy any more pre-workout, because I'm just going to let calories do its thing and just drink a cup of coffee here and there to get things going, man. I'm telling you. All right. In traffic right now. Oh, I'm going to have to take a detour. Let me turn right here on Dallas, because, man, it's like a bad car accident. There's always a car accident. There's always car accidents in this area. That's why I'm taking this detour, because I don't need to be in no accident. Ever since I've had my car, I've only had one car accident, and it was not my fault. It was that lady's fault. I think she was on drugs or something like that. But I will see you guys when I get to the studio. Well, I am surprised to see people actually here. I can't believe this, man. I thought I was gonna get this place to myself. I mean, typically no one is here around 1 o'clock, but hey, I guess it's better than a gym full of folks. So let me get up in here and do the thing, man.
MGP on the beats.
All right, finally got the place to myself, man. So I was only here with people for about 10 minutes, and then lady wrapped up her class, and now I can do whatever I want. If I take my shirt off, I can take my shirt off without making any of these ladies blush, man. But so far, I've done 2 exercises, pull downs, bent over rows, cable version. Nothing crazy today. High repetitions, up to 15 to 20 reps. I already did my heavy weight earlier this week, so there's no need to continuously tax the nervous system. You know what I'm saying? Because recovery is very important. If you're not recovered, you can't train, man. Exercise 3, that was half and full dumbbell presses with about 50 pounds, not a lot of weight. You don't need a lot of weight to get an effective burn from that in particular movement. Because here at the studio, we only have up to 65-pound dumbbells, 35-pound kettlebells, not a lot of weight. It's not a gym, it's a studio. If I want to lift heavy weight, I'll take my butt across town over at Pensacola Fit. But like I said, today is not a heavy day. It's a day where I'm just trying to get in and push some blood throughout the muscles. Full blast, full blitz, upper body. One arm overhead dumbbell presses, OHP, whatever you want to call it. Again, 3-4 sets here, 15 reps, maybe 20. Like I said, it depends. Just trying to get the blood going, really trying to get in and out of here, man. I'm not trying to be in the gym all day. I got other things I need to do. Look, guys, and you girls too, don't live your life in the gym. Life is so much more broader than the gym. Exercise, bodybuilding, gym, whatever, should be a part of your life. It should not be your everything, okay? Make time for family. Make time for friends. Make time for potential business associates, okay? Bodybuilding don't pay the bills, okay? And having a nice physique will only get you so far in this life. All right, that was just some cable curls. Man, that sun's all in my face, making me look like freaking yellow. Yeah, cable curls. Now it's time for some upright row, second shoulder movement. After this, I'm going to do some dumbbell flies for my chest and some tricep dips, and that's it. Not gonna get into that on film because I ain't trying to make the video any longer than it already is. So, hey, last movement for you guys, man, for y'all. All right, man, workout complete. My mission is accomplished. Nice little pump going on. That's what I wanted. Like I said, I'm at the point where I'm just trying to maintain the look, not really trying to get any bigger, but definitely trying to make the next time around, I ain't gonna say easy, but to where I'm not doing a whole bunch of cardio and all this other crap. Hey, check this out, man. So down there, there's a red and black spider on the door, right by the door. Tried to hit that thing and it jumped. So I am, y'all say what the heck y'all want, man. Y'all see that fence right there? I'm about to climb the fence, go around the front, lock the door, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Cause I'm not trying to get bit by no spider. And it's strange, I don't fear no man whatsoever, but when it comes to these insects, a lot of people, man, it bothers them. So I ain't doing spiders. So I'm not obviously finna film me hopping over the fence, but if you see me on the other side, obviously you'll know I made it. Yeah, they wouldn't have it locked. We need a freaking key. But this shouldn't be nothing, man. But let me get up over this fence. Okay, guys. The most embarrassing thing in the world just happened. I fell, sacrificed my water, and yeah. I can't believe I fell. Luckily my glass is still intact, man. Well, dang. Oh, this over a spider, dude. I can't believe that crap, man. Wow. I talked to that woman about this. This is bull crap. Need some Terminex or somebody out here to spray. Cause ain't nobody got time to be falling. I'm not trying to get injured, you know. But you gotta do what you gotta do to get away from spiders. Guess this is turning into quite the interesting day in the life of a bodybuilder, huh? See me train, see me fell over the fence, trying to get away from a spider. Man, you just never know what the day is gonna throw at you. It's always something, you know, no day is ever the same. Always expect the unexpected. I'm gonna go back to the crib, have me a post-workout meal, see what the wife's doing. She should be off by now. She went to pick up his son from school, and she mentioned something about wanting to take the kids to the in-laws, so I guess she's wanting to do something later. We'll have to see. But I'll probably start recording again this evening. I'm gonna wait a little while, let the phone charge up, and try to put together what I got so far, because it's gonna be a while before I do this again, man. This day in the life is a lot of work. I typically do not want a camera in my face all day trying to record everything that I do. That's why I feel like it gets very repetitive when people do day in the life. It's like, don't do that every day. Don't even do it a few days a week. I'd say do a day in the life maybe twice out of the month, and then mix up the material, you know what I mean? I had to come back to Walmart again to get these glasses fixed. They were a little unadjusted and the lens was popping out because I laid it on them in the bed. These were the ones I had on earlier. I like these a lot better. Luckily it doesn't cost you nothing to get them adjusted, and I'm up here with the wife looking at some lamp shades. We got some lamps that my mother-in-law gave us, and all we need to do is pick out some of these lampshades to match them, because you know what, I don't even see the point in putting up the stuff, because the kids knock everything over, so we can't have anything nice because of small kids. That's why I can't wait till they grow up so we can get some antiques and different things to put around our home so the kids won't knock them over. But kids are so destructive these days that it makes you even wonder why you even try to clean up. So if you got kids, you probably understand what I'm talking about right now. This stuff, what are we looking for now? Just looking. Window shopping, man. Yes, it is. That's exactly what that is. If you go in the store and you don't buy anything and you just look, that's window shopping 101. Yes, we need light bulbs, because lamps, I'm tired of trying to read in the dark, okay? It's getting old. Look at all these people in line, man. You would swear a hurricane was coming. All these folks. We're gonna be up in here a lot longer than we have to be. like on the second chapter of my book here, and it's getting very interesting. It's the second trip to Walmart too. We're headed to vitamin shop so I can pick up some vitamin D. I used to supplement with vitamin D like about a year or so ago. Then I just stopped, pretty much stopped all supplements, like going into the prep. Number one is it's expensive to continuously buy different vitamins and pre-workouts and protein and all that stuff, so I just stopped taking a lot of stuff and just stuck to like a basic multivitamin for a while. So I'm about to buy some vitamin D because I don't know if you realize it, but the darker your skin is, the more chances of you being deficient in vitamin D are pretty much higher. I don't know why, I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that, you know, more people who are fair skinned or pale or white, if you will, they don't really require that much vitamin D. Okay, I mean they do, but not as much as a darker complected person. And the darker you are, the more vitamin D that you're going to need to be absorbed. So I'm not that dark of a person, but my skin is not fair and I do have some color to it. So therefore I'm going to go ahead and get some vitamin D because I'm trying to be healthy, you know, and we're approaching the cold months and it's not going to be as hot, so I'm not going to be outside as much. And if you're indoors, you're not really getting a lot of absorption from the sun, so you might want to supplement with some vitamin D, but that's just my 2 cents. All right, I'm gonna pick these up. Ultra D3, 10,000 IUs. I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get this right here, B complex. Maybe I'll do a future video as to why I take these supplements. Not a lot of supplements that I take, but you know, when I do take, maybe I'll try to explain why I take them. You know what I'm saying? Because not all of this stuff works, man. I'm not trying to like throw no salt. I'm not trying to, you know, discredit these stores, but a lot of this stuff does not work, man. Only a handful of supplements really work. That's just my opinion. And you can do the research for yourself to kind of get the idea too. All right, it's getting late, and this is probably gonna be the last stop we go to. We are at Toys R Us. We're here to do a little shopping or some layaway purchases for the kids for Christmas. And after we leave here, we may go over to Sports Academy down that way or Books A Million so I can read in peace. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here because it's way too long now, and I know a lot of people got short attention spans. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't let me regret doing this, because if you do, I won't do it again for another 6 months, okay? I don't know, I'm just joking. Subscribe to the channel. God bless everybody out there. Peace.